Okay, here's the pathway heading back. Toward the east along the north shore. Again, this area is all bordered on the south by this wetland, so this area will likely always stay pretty much as is. Very natural, no real need or opportunity to even change it much with building activity. Okay, we are now approaching the condo building A site. Nice wide path here, and this clearing right here is the condo building site. It's all cleared and ready to go in the spring. Up on the hill there, beyond the building A site, is the lot number 3 on the ridge, that building site on the ridge. And just to the right there is the cul-de-sac at the end of the road. Okay, we're right in the middle of the building A site and looking out on the lake. You can see there's probably a couple dozen, maybe 2-3 dozen ice shacks out on the lake. On a really nice Saturday or weekend day, you see a fair amount of activity out here, but it's still pretty quiet. There you can kind of see Condo 5 back up through the woods from the shoreline at building site A, condo building site. Okay, the pathway, we're approaching the well site. Actually, that is the well that serves the entire island. 400 feet deep, in rock, very reliable. Now we're heading into the condo building site B. Now this is a real unique site. Quite a bit different than the site A. Site A was pretty wide open in terms of just lack of vegetation. This site right here has a lot of vegetation, and we cut kind of a nice natural path through here. Put a little rail fencing along one side, and this area has quite a bit different character than some of the other parts of the island. There's so many different areas on the island that have real different character. A lot of variety of character in vegetation, in solar exposure, in views. These sites are really nice because the view to the north on the lake is very free of glare. I have purposely left this area pretty rustic. Certainly if you develop this area, you'd want to probably prune up some of these trees so you open up some views to the lake. There, we're almost directly in front of the condo building site B. Looking back into that, and you can see condo number 5 peeking above the ridge. This is the septic field, somewhat elevated from the native terrain. This is the septic field for condo building site C, which is condo 5 and 6. Even though we have an elevated septic system or septic field in this case, because it's still quite a bit lower than the neighboring ridge, it blends into the terrain very well. We are now leaving lot 2, which is the condo parcel, and we're starting to enter the west end of lot number 1. This red stake is the northwest corner of lot number 1. Lot number 1 wraps completely around the east point, and it has a very unique character as well. The north half of lot number 1 is heavily vegetated. There are lady slipper flowers, wildflowers that grow in this woods, which are really nice. And we expect that the most likely building site for lot number 1 will be up on top of that ridge. And all of the building sites for lot 1, 3, and 4, the setbacks have been reduced to 50 foot from the lake instead of 75, which is the normal ordinance requirement. This view almost straight east down along the south shore. Now we're continuing around lot 1 and around East Point specifically. East Point is a rocky outcropping that is some of the most challenging walking on the island path, but a little slippery at this time of year, so I'll have to be careful. Very nice spot though. Up this ridge, that's probably going to be the end of building site for lot 1. At the top of the ridge, with views in 3 directions, lake views in 3 directions. This is a view back at the causeway entering the island. Okay, I'm standing on the lake looking back at East Point. That's probably the building site for lot number 1 on East Point. Panning. This is the causeway. We're looking at that. You can see where the culvert is, the big 10-foot diameter culvert. And we're panning. Most of these homes along the south shore are relatively new. Fairly nice homes. Private development, most that way, and then we're just now panning across the county park. They have a nice public beach there and county park facility across almost the entire east end of the lake. Nice sandy beach, fair amount of activity, boat landing. And now this is the north shore. Again, pretty scenic, not too much development along that north shore, or even the east shore for that matter. Great fall colors on that hillside in the fall. This is kind of a neat little area for the walk path to take around the East Point. Walk in along this nice rock outcropping, but I've kept some of these young white pine along the lake. Little slip there, nothing major. And again, now we're walking out the southeast corner of lot number 1 and back to the entry driveway, or the private island drive. Pan up here along this ridge, that most likely the building site for lot number 1, up along the top of that ridge. You can see condo number 5 out there. And view back down the causeway.